Hey everybody, welcome back. Savage level 1 billion, billion,
It's all downhill from here.
POV, you realize the same man took you and your friend on the exact same date. What? Ah, yes, that's fun. Okay.
Sydney is sitting here. We're talking about this guy that Sydney used to date, went on one date with, and she's talking all about how cute and romantic the date was. What y'all do on the date?
It was so thoughtful. We went to dinner, we got drinks, we came back to an apartment that he rented out, did sip and paint, he bought us matching white t-shirts so that my clothes didn't get dirty. I'm telling her, I'm like, it was so cute, so thoughtful. I'm showing her pictures.
And I'm like, I have that photo. Like, I'm looking at this picture of Sydney in her white t-shirt doing sip and paint.
And she's like, I did the same thing with him.
We went on the same exact date.
He took us both. He did the same thing for both of us, and we're just putting it together. Honestly, I applaud you because you're probably gonna see this. I applaud you. It was very thoughtful, but just know that we're putting it together.
We were literally sitting here talking about, we think so highly of this person. We had the best date of our life. He is such a good dater. We're both sitting here. It's the same person. But not only is it the same person, it's the same date.
Mastery of free level 1 trillion. Okay. Wow. You know that this dude probably did that once and like got the goods. And he's like, oh, maybe if I just do it for every single girl, I'll make her think that I want a relationship and then I'll get the goods. And then I'll just go back on the apps and keep doing it.
It's the perfect plan.
Why is everybody about quantity over quality? I'm glad that you guys can laugh about it though. I'm waiting for the algorithm to work and bring this to all the other girls he's done this with. Honestly, at least there is a level of effort there, all right? I appreciate the effort, I do. Maybe make it a little different. My guy, why change the formula if it's working? The formula! Oh God, oh, you're for the streets. The streets! Did Disney hire you because you a goofy?
I thought my jokes were bad.
Please, you got a drawer with 50 white t-shirts. This screams like serial killer to me. I don't know why. Like, why must you trap us? Why trap? Why with all you know, you can't even hate the player in this one. I mean, at least you got a pretty picture out of it.
The thing about summer is that more clients will be coming in wearing a skirt during pedicures. The problem is not wearing a skirt, but would you please wash your
Whoa!
kitty? Kitty be smelling like fish sauce, and that's not right.
The 2 masks. Whoa, 3 masks. Okay, all right. Okay, noted. Thank you. Thank you for making me aware of how the kitty may affect others when doing my pedicure. This kitty gets daily baths, no worries. Even the daily baths don't help sometimes, guys. Like, I'm straight up. I'm serious. Sometimes it just doesn't matter. TMI? Okay, yeah, well, suck it up. You're on my channel. The banner is literally me farting roses.
111 with a beautiful day to go inside.
Hey guys, let's chew on my grandmother's breast implants.
Hey, yo, what the?
So before we start chewing, you guys, my grandmother did have these in for 10 years, but she had to get them removed because she did get breast implant illness from having these in. Because you're not supposed to have like foreign objects in your body or something like that. She gave them to me as a gift when she got them removed. So you guys, let's begin chewing.
It's time to stop. It's time to stop, okay?
Lord Jesus, take that wheel. Take that wheel and drive it into the nearest wall.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
How does one decide, I need new content today? Maybe I'm just gonna chew on some implants. That'll go viral, right? It will, but it will also scare people, so.
It's a win-win.
When you make sure to label your very fragile bag fragile on both sides and see this out the window.
Yeet.
Thank you, Air
Oh.
Canada.
Very fragile, don't drop. Meanwhile. See, and and this is the thing, I would have just said, like, just do carry-on, right? But they make you check your carry-on sometimes. Everybody's clued in, all right? It's like, okay, clearly I can't trust airlines to, like, not lose my bags or ruin my stuff. So I'm gonna do carry-on. And now everybody's doing carry-on, and there's no space on the plane for everybody's carry-ons. So, like, you go up, and they make you check your carry-on, and then this stuff happens. At least you got him on video.
The damage is probably already done.
POV, you can't find your friend on the ferry and he sends you this video 2 hours later. He's swimming? There he is! Where's his phone? Is his phone in his hand? Is he swimming with the phone? Buddy. Savage mode level gazillion, trillion, fifillion, zillion to the power of 86. Just spend the night, honestly. Like, why are we swimming? Man runs from police and leaves girlfriend. Where's the girlfriend? Is she in the back? Did you leave her on the side of the road? Oh, you're done, buddy. You're done. Hopefully she's in the back of the car as well. Actually, maybe you left her on the side of the road. In which case, cool, win for her. I doubt it though. Honestly, that has about a 0.85% chance of success. Savage nonetheless though.
So all of you guys know that Calgary Stampede is coming up, and you know, if you're from Alberta, you know what Calgary Stampede is. I work Stampede every year. But yeah, I was reminiscing a little bit about last year and how chaotic it was. And I just wanted to bring up a few little stories about how disgusting women and Albertans can be when they drink alcohol. So, as you know, in Alberta, it's the only province that AGLC basically says, AGLC is like a liquor board for the entire province that says, like, you're only allowed to drink this much alcohol after a certain time. All clubs have to close at 2. They basically regulate the consumption of alcohol in, like, nightclubs and, like, stuff like that. So anyways, we're the only province that has that. And we're the only province, in my mind, that happens all the time. Tell me how, at a country concert with thousands of people inside a tent, a girl was in the mosh pit, you guys. In the mosh pit. In the dance floor in a tent. And thought to herself, I can't make it to the outhouses that are in the same tent. Just a little bit over. Can't make it to the outhouses, so let me just unbutton my goddamn pants and squat in the middle of this mosh pit and take a She took a on the dance floor, like in the tent, bro.
That's the dream.
That's Alberta for you. I just have this very vivid memory of the Calgary Stampede when I was like maybe 16 years old and like all the kids from my high school were there. And I have this vivid memory of like the most obnoxious kid in my school projectile vomiting in like one of the big like tents into the garbage can, and all of his friends are like holding him up and like cheering him on as he vomits in public. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so f***ed up. This is the most Calgary thing I've ever heard. Why do y'all have to act like rednecks so much, man? This is why I left. And you're like 50 degrees below zero in the winter. That's also a bummer.
Let's rate my exes. This is Billy. I liked him because he was tall, but he didn't know how to kiss.
3 out of 10. This is Bruce, and may he slay in peace. I liked him because he had a motorcycle. But as you know, he didn't hold the door for me. I'll give him an extra point because his funeral was fun. 4 out of 10. This is Burr. He used to take me out on fancy dinners. I never had to take my wallet. 8 out of 10. And may he slay in peace. This is George. He was the hottest one, but he also passed away. May he slay in peace. 9 out of 10. That's it.
Oh, goodness. May they slay while they lay. I'll give him an extra point because his funeral was fun.
Congratulations, you're dead.
I love how this woman is the only woman on the planet that can get away with saying something like that. You pull a lot of guys, as she should. Duh. Duh. Slay before you decay. I want that on a t-shirt, damn.
Okay, get ready with me to end things with the guy I've been talking to for 2 weeks. Okay, first of all, it's like we had plans the other day and I acted like, okay, that's fine when he tried to last minute say like, hey, change of plans, I'm gonna hang out with my friends. Oh, okay, then tell them to because if you think that I'm gonna put my summer on pause, on hold, like I could have been out there being, but I made plans to see you. Do you think I canceled my contestants? I didn't. I just put them to the back of the line. Okay, honestly, like he literally asked me to be his girlfriend like after like 2 weeks of knowing each other, so maybe that should have been like my first red flag. But I mean, he's 6'6", you guys, like I'm sorry, like I really was like also he doesn't like when girls wear a lot of makeup, so I'm definitely doing a full beat of makeup. Oh, and he doesn't like long lashes. Oh, so I'm gonna wear a size 14. Oh, you don't like it? Shut the fuck up.
Damn, girl.
Guys need to understand that I have the streets on speed dial, okay? I have them on motherfucking speed dial. You wanna try me? You wanna try me? Okay. Okay. And I can hear the streets calling me. And I'm gonna answer.
It's the lashes for me. Oh, I'm sorry, you hate it? Allow me to wear them to break up with you. Subtle, but effective.
I am a dumb human who loves a good neighbor versus neighbor dispute. We got a spicy one brewing in my neck of the woods, New Jersey, between this rich guy and all these trees that are chopped down on the other side of his fence in his neighbor's yard. And we're talking to the tune of like $1.something million of a beef. So this guy, Sammy Shinway, is at home one morning and he hears a bunch of chainsaws going. So he hops on his four-wheeler, drives over to the sound, and it's on his property. And it's this, 32 trees chopped down with a whole crew from his neighbor on his property without asking. And here's a before picture where there's the chunk in Shinway's yard that this guy, Grant Haber, cut down so that Grant could have a better view of this tree line and a little tiny distant view of New York City somewhere in the background. So he legit just sent a crew over here and chopped all this down. Well, obviously, legally, you can't just do that. And now it's finally heading to court. And a friend of the town's municipal arborist, that's somebody who like manages the trees and forests in any given town and all the rules, spilled the tea on this, that it's $1,000 per tree you cut down illegally. And so $32,000. So I'm thinking this Grant Haber guy was like, I have the money. I'd pay that much to cut down the trees in my yard to see the city. So he wasn't thinking it was going to cost that much. But wait, there's more. That town also has a provision where you got to replace every tree with one of the same size. And these trees were 20 to 150 years old. These are big trees to replace. That's going to be super expensive. And that's going to require debris removal, road building, watering the trees for 2 years. All in all, it's going to be about $1.5 million and additional fines of $400,000 for this Grant Haber guy to replace the trees on Shinway's yard that he messed with. That last tweet thread got people so invested that today was the Zoom hearing and so many randoms logged on that the prosecutor couldn't even log on for the trial. And you just gotta hope Shinway takes that Haber guy for everything is worth. Who sends people over the fence? Over the fence? Like, not even like he could pretend he didn't know what he was doing. He had a whole crew climb over that fence to do it. And Shinway, like, volunteers with the state's woodland management, says he's like a tree lover and was genuinely devastated that these trees were cut down. I'd be furious. What the heck?
Oh, King, you dropped this. Save the trees. Imagine you think that you're just gonna cut down some trees and nobody will notice, and the person's trees you cut down is literally like a tree guy. Like a big tree guy, you know? The dramatic irony is not lost on me. Fight for the trees. Subscribe!